Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on how we can actually prepare a variance analysis report. So suppose you do have the file that you receive on your email every month, and now you want to do what is you want to actually automate your report. So in this video, what I'll teach you is how we can use Power Query for data extraction, how we can use pivot table for data analysis, and how we can use VBA to automate our report.
Means every month I will receive a file. So the file is basically a variance analysis data which has the date, the cost center, the department, cost element, expenses, category, budget for year to date, budget for full year, and actual amount incurred. So the thing is, I have this report every month. So if you look here carefully, just say when I close this particular Excel file, this is the January report. So I also have like the next month, which is February and also March. So now the thing is how we can actually do an automation whereby every month I don't have to do copy and paste, start from scratch, building pivot table and so on. So right now, let's get started. Let us understand how we can actually do a data automation. So I'm going to open my new Excel file. So in this new Excel file, what I want to do is, the first thing is I'm going to import data. So first step is I go to data, I click get data, and then from file, and then from folder. And you may ask me why I choose from folder. Why not Excel workbook? Well, if you look here carefully, Excel workbook is when you want to import a particular file. In this case, I want to use a VBA macro. That means whenever I click refresh, it will automate it accordingly. So I will choose from folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here from folder. And then what happen is you will notice a box will appear. So in this box, what I'll do is I need to select the folder. So you need to know where you save. I save in my desktop. And the name of the folder is case study. So case study 1 monthly variance analysis. So I open this folder. So I save my January file in this report. So when you double click this, you are not able to select the folder. So what you need to do is don't double click. Make sure you select one time only. Select one time and then you press open. So the moment you press open, you will notice a box will appear. So they will ask you, okay, so this is the file variance report January. So what I want to do is I want to go to transform data. Normally, if you want to consolidate all the files, you will just press combine and load or combine and load too. But in this time, I'm going to press transform data. So I'm going to click transform data. So once I click transform data, what happened is it will go to Power Query editor. So right now, what I need to do is, here we have the date access, date modified, and date created. So what I'll do next is I will try to sort the data. So I click here and I will try to sort in descending. So whenever I sort in descending order, you will notice that if they say we have February file, we have March file, it will sort in the latest according to the latest version. Then what I want to do is I want to go to keep row and keep the top row only. Meaning to say, because my report has year to date as of January, year to date as of February. So I want to keep the top row and I want to keep the first row only. So first row, this is important because right now you can't fill it because we have one file. But if you say we have 10 files and it has also sorted in a descending order, it will take the latest version. So number of row is 1, press OK. So already it will keep the first row. Then what is next? Next is, if you notice carefully, here we have binary. So I will just double click over here. Once I double click, what happen is you will notice that a box will appear. So in this box, what we need to do is we need to actually select the particular worksheet. Where I save my variance data is in the variance worksheet. So this is the worksheet. Then what I do is I press OK. When I press OK, what happen is it will take some time to load. Eventually, it will show the database for the month of January, and this is the report. So we have January, we have this report and everything. And then what I'm going to do next is I'll just press close and load too. Because when you press close and load, it will load as a table in a new worksheet. I want to actually press close and load too. And in close and load too, what I want to do is I want to press pivot table and I press OK. So once I press OK, so here will show me variance report and here is pivot table 1. So maybe I'll just rename this. Instead of variance report, I'll name it as variance. Okay, so this is variance. And what I want to do here is I want to know my department performance. So I'll just take the department and then I'll take the budget for year to date and I'll take the actual amount incurred. So this is the data. So let me just right click, number format. I'll format the number, so go to number. So I want the thousand separator, tick this. I don't want the decimal, so 0 decimal places. And let me do one more time for the actual. Right click, number format, and then what I'll do is I'll go to number, and then here put the thousand separator. Over here I put here 0. So here we have budget allocated, here we have actual amount. Normally for variance analysis, what they do is they want to figure out what is the variance. Variance in accounting means the difference between budget and also actual. So I'm going to go to the field item, calculate field, and then after that I'm going to write here variance. So I'm going to put here variance, and then the formula of the variance is your budget allocated year to date minus your actual expenses. So this is the data. I press add, and then I'll do one more thing. Okay, I'll just put one more here, and this one I'll put here by actual or maybe expenses budget utilization, budget full year utilization. So budget full year utilization, let me just delete all this. So I'll just select actual amount, insert, divided with your budget full year, and then I press add, and then I press OK. So right now we have two data. So this one will show us the variance. If you look here carefully, this is the variance and this is the budget full year. So I'll put here right click, I'll go to number format, I'll just put percentage, and I want to put 2 decimal places. So over here we can see, okay, what's the budget full year, because this is as of January. So if you just say 8 times 12, so you just say I put here 8 times 12, so it will almost 100%. Okay, so this is where the manager can interpret the data. So what I'll do is I'll just press here right click, I'll go to sort, and then I'll go to the smallest to largest. So smallest to largest, we notice, okay, IT department is a company that whereby they overspend. However, HR department is underspent. It depends on you whether you want to sort the smallest to largest or largest to smallest. So here we can see which department is overspent, which department is underspent. Okay, so the next thing what I want to do is let me insert the row. Okay, we leave some space because here I want to put a title, and I'm going to go here, Control A, copy, and just paste it over here. Okay, so here what we have is we do have by department. Over here what I want to know is I want to know the expenses. So I'll unselect the variance, unselect the department, unselect the budget, unselect the budget allocated, but I will select the expenses category. So here will show me the expenses category. I'll just press your right click, and then what I'll do is I'll just sort largest to smallest. So from here we can understand, okay, personal cost is the highest expenses. So your manager wants to know like how many percent. So let me just drag, put it over here, and then I'm going to press your right click, show value as percentage of grand total. So about 60% of the expenses goes to staff costs, goes to personal expenses. And then you just see your manager wants to know what is the top 10 or top 5 expenses. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. Okay, so this is the report, and then what I want to do is let me just unselect the expenses and tick the expenses over here. So we have a lot of expenses. So what my manager wants is the top 10. So I'm going to go to value filter and top 10, and then yes, there you go. So now we have the top 10. So this one also the same thing, right click, sort largest to smallest. So we notice salary is the big chunk of the company, and here we have this reporting and so on. So now I need to just upkeep because I don't want sum off, sum off, sum off, and sum off. So Control H, I write here sum off, and then replace with, I put here space, replace all. So what happened is it will actually remove all the sum off, sum off, sum off. Okay, so yes, budget allocated, let me just put it center align, and this one I don't want the row label, so I'll just off it. And what I'll do is I'll just try to put different colors. So go to design, and I choose this color. And then of course for the variance, what I want to do is basically I want to show to my manager whatever is underspent. If just see in this case is underspent means green color, overspent means red color. So go to home, conditional formatting, and then I'll choose highlight cell rules greater than. So greater than 0, I'll put here green color, and then conditional formatting again, highlight cell rules less than. So less than 0, I want red color. So of course I want it to appear until bottom. So conditional formatting, manage rule, and then here because I don't want to apply to the cell, so edit rule, all cells showing the variance values for department, and I press OK, and I'll do the same thing, edit, and then here, and then I press OK. So just like that, press OK. So there you go. So you can see the report, which department is underspent, which department is overspent. So over here, so I want to show some coloring. So I'll just go to conditional formatting, color scales. You can choose any color you want. So I'll just choose this color, and then what I'll do is, okay, manage rule, edit rule. Okay, what I want to do is, okay, all cells showing this. So whatever is minimum, I want it to be dark green. Okay, because that is like a, underspent and so on. So I'll just put here dark green, and whatever highest value, I'll just put light green, or you can put light red. Okay, so the manager can understand, can see. So press OK and OK. So there you go. So the manager can understand, okay, what's the data and so on. But if just see the manager can't see, I'll just do one more time, go to manage rule, and maybe for this I'll just choose a lighter green actually. Okay, so press OK and OK. So there you go. So this color is means that the budget is okay, because when you time it, it's almost 100%, but over here it's exceeding. So it creates a concern how they want to utilize for the full year and so on. So this report is done. Now let me go to this report over here. So this one, so I'm going to change to pivot table analyze, field list. Okay, so I off, and then here maybe I'll just put, okay, so this is actual amount, this will be the allocation, and in the form of percentage. You can put apportionment or allocation. Center align. So this one here, I'll just change the coloring. Okay, so down this is the report, and then the last one is this one also. Let me just off the field header. I go to design, and let me choose nice one. Okay, so this one is nice, and let me just off the grand total. So what about this one here? I'll just go to home, conditional formatting, data bar, more rules. Okay, I'll just put this, show bar only. I'll just choose dark blue, press OK. So now this is how it looks like. So now your manager can understand, like, what is this report? Okay, so this report is by department, this report by expense category, this report shows the top 10 expenses. So maybe I'll put here top 10 expenses, actual expenses. However, here is the performance. Okay, so center align, and yeah, bold. Okay, so now we are roughly done, because over here we have the report. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to copy this one more time, Control A, Control C, and let me just paste it over here. Okay, this report, what I do is I don't want the expenses actually, I don't want the amount, I only want the date, and the date also, this date only. So what I'm going to do with this particular date, equal, and this is H5. So this is the data. So let me just put here text H5 and MMMM. So this is January. So what I'm going to do next is, okay, this one I don't want this color, so I'm going to go to design and choose plain, and let me just choose white color, no border, and white color font. Alright, so this one is the same thing, white color font. So you may ask me, what I'm going to do right now is basically I want to show to my manager that this report only. So let me just improvise, go here, merge, and let me write here variance analysis report as of, and I select this. Okay, so which is January, but then after that let me just put here and FY 2023. Okay, so this is the data, middle align, center align, put the size 40. Okay, it's too big, but let me just adjust. Alright, it'll be good. So let me just adjust. Okay, so 28, or maybe I'll put 32. Okay, looks better. And then I put here dark blue, and I put here white color font. Alright, so now it looks better. So this is the report that I do every month. So now I made an effort. I do data cleaning, I do Power Query, I do pivot table. So just say for the month of February, I don't want to do again and again and again. You know, it's a hustle, right? So, and of course, this pivot table is actually pivot table 1. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to use VBA macro to automate my report. So go to developer, Visual Basic, insert, module, and then I'm going to write here sub. So normally every macro VBA code is start with a sub procedure. So I'm going to put here refresh. Okay, so I'm going to write here dim ABC as pivot table. Why pivot table? Because I load as a pivot table. And then set ABC. You must remember what is the worksheet. The worksheet is variance, and this pivot table name is pivot table 1. Okay, so here is sheets. Make sure got S. So here the report name is variance. If you see here, the name is variance. Okay, so I'm going to put here full stop pivot tables, and then after that, let me just copy this, paste it over here, and then ABC full stop refresh table. Okay, so this is the VBA code. So we click this. So far there's no error. So if Jessie got any spelling mistake, just say I put here and I run, you will notice there's an error. So this is why you need to make sure you got sheets got S, pivot tables got S, got 2T got S. Here there's no S. And make sure there's a correct worksheet, correct pivot table. So basically we are declaring ABC as a pivot table, and we are setting the ABC to be the pivot table 1, which is located under the variance sheet, and then refresh. So this is the macro actually. So I'm going to press here run. So now it looks okay. So what I'm going to do next is, let me just change. Okay, so let me just, so now this is the report. I go to insert shapes, and I'm going to put here refresh. Okay, refresh, make it the size bigger. Okay, and then after that right click, assign macro, and then refresh, press OK. So now you will notice is there's a magic. What is the magic is, okay, so now this is our report. We notice, okay, mostly is underspend, overspend, and 57% goes to personal costs, salaries, wages, public relation, and so on. So now what is the magic is, the magic is over here. So just say in this variance report, at the moment we have January. So now when I put my February file, put it over here, see the February goes to variance report. So now what I'll do is, the moment when I click refresh, you will notice it becomes February. The number changes. Just now was 8%, and you will notice it changes automatically. Okay, we have the data, it changes accordingly, like 57 and so on. So let us do one more time. So if just say I put it here, put it over here, and then let me go to my report. So just say when I click refresh, March 57%, 22%, and this is how it changes. Okay, so we do have this reporting. The moment when we click refresh, it changes. And of course, I don't want to do the alignment, that means auto fit column width every time. So I'll use a VBA code to actually auto fit as well. So I'm going to press a right click, copy, and I'm going to paste. Okay, wait, let me just duplicate, Control D. Okay, so this is the report. So this one over here. So this report, I'll rename this as autofit. Okay, so in this autofit, we will do another VBA code. So this is the VBA, we have done this. So this one will be a autofit VBA code. So let me just show you how we can actually use autofit VBA code. So let me just press this SUB autofit calls. So we'll autofit the column. So what is the worksheet? The worksheet is sheets variance. Okay, then what range? Okay, basically what range I want to auto fit is, okay, maybe assuming this range, which is A4 until F47. Okay, until F47, A4 to F47, I want to auto fit. So range A4 F47, columns, make sure got S, and then after that auto fit. Okay, now when you just run, what happen is it will auto fit the column. It will auto fit. So let me just press right click, assign macro, and auto fit. So right now, if just say I click here refresh, of course you'll see the alignment has been moved. You know, it's making small and so on. But when I press auto fit, it looks better. Okay, so now this is the report. It looks like. What I want to do next is I want to actually export this to a PDF. Okay, export to the PDF. So when you want to export to PDF, you have to know where you save the file. And of course, not only I want to export to PDF, I also want to email this to using my Microsoft Outlook to the CFO or the HOD. So I'll just use another VBA code, SUB Okay, and then I'm going to put here send PDF. Not only I want to export, I also want to actually send the email to my manager. So I'll just put here dim ABC as string because like a text, dim, and then I want to put the file path. You need to know where you want to save because this is in Excel. You want to actually export in a PDF format. Okay, so as, and then I'm going to put here string again, dim PDF path. This will be the name of the PDF. Okay, so now the thing is we have already have ABC as a string. So you may ask me, what is the ABC? The ABC is basically the name of the PDF, variance analysis report as of this. So I'm going to put here ABC equal, maybe I'll put the sheets. Okay, sheets, the name is variance sheet. Under variance sheet we do have a range which is A1. So the A1 value will be the name of data. So let me just go here. Alright, I just forget to put apostrophe. Okay, so there you go. So this is the ABC file path where you want to save. Okay, I want to actually save in this particular folder. So right click, copy address. Okay, PDF path. What I want to do is I want to actually put the file path. I want to save over here, and then I want to save ABC, the name of the PDF, and then after that apostrophe full stop PDF. Okay, so this is the data, and then active sheet export. Okay, I don't want active sheet, maybe I want sheets variance. So under the variance worksheet I want to actually export xfix format, and then after that Excel type, make sure there's a space, PDF, and then PDF path, and then after that false. Okay, so now if just say I press here start, what happened is you will notice it will export as a PDF. So just say I click it over here. Okay, so under the desktop, is it under desktop? Maybe let me just do one more time. Okay, it's under the desktop, so let me just put here so that it will save under the monthly variance, and let me run one more time. Okay, so now what happened is we do have a report over here. So this is the report. It shows us the March. This is the data. Normally when you want to put something like a PDF format, you need to make sure you have a proper print area. So what I'll do is I'll close this. This is not the way that I want to do. I will go to my Excel file. Okay, I'll close this. Let me just, maybe I want to print this area. So this area, let me just, okay, so this data, page layout, and then print area, set print area, and then I'll put the width as 1 page, the height also 1 page. So now when I press Ctrl P, it will appear like this. This is the report. Okay, or if just say you want inner landscape, and then I press Ctrl P, it will be like this. This is the report. This is the report where you have the data and so on. So right now, if just say I go and click the macro, so I run the macro and I press start. So when I press start, what happened is in this PDF over here, you will notice there will be changes in this format. So this is the report that my manager wants. That means we know that which is the overspend and underspend and so on. So let me just close this. Okay, and the beauty is you can actually refresh. That means just say I go here, I just put this under this file. Okay, so now we have January. So now what I'll do is just say I right click, Ctrl D, duplicate. Okay, so this one I'll rename this as PDF. Okay, right click, assign macro, and then send PDF, and then press OK. So now when I send PDF, you will notice that we will have the PDF. Okay, so here we have January. So now let me just do one more time. I refresh. So we have January, I auto fit, and I PDF. So when I have a PDF file, what happened is under this folder, we will have the January report. So it will show us the month of January report. This is what it shows us. But my intention is not only to export to PDF. My intention is I want to email to my manager. So what I'll do is I'll just go to my PDF VBA code. Okay, so this one is done. The next step is I want to declare something so that it will open the email and also send my email. So dim def x object, because I want to put it as an object because it's a third-party application, xyz as object. Okay, so now this is done. Next thing is what I want to do is I want to set. Once you declare it, you need to set. So set def create object, and then I want to open Outlook application. And then set XYZ. So since DEF is opening the Outlook, the XYZ will be under DEF Microsoft Outlook create item bracket 0. Okay, it's a 0. And then this is done. Then we will do what? With XYZ and with. So this is a normal VBA code. So in this code, what it does is it will do 2. I need to put full stop 2, and then 𝗨 equal 𝗨. This is the email. Okay, so this is the email, and then after that, what I want is I want to have the subject will be variance analysis, and then what is the body? The body will be like maybe hello and a very good day. Okay, and then what is the attachment? This will be the attachments. So attachments, I put here add, and then the PDF part, because I already saved this PDF, so PDF part, and then full stop display, and then after that end with. So now when you run macro, just say I have to click here, what happen is automatically email will pop up. In that email they will ask, okay, this is the email, let me just minimize so that you can see clearly. Okay, so this is my email, this is my VBA. Okay, so what happened is, if you notice, in this email, I want it to actually send to who? I send to 𝗨𝗪𝗁, okay, 𝗨𝗪𝗁, variance analysis, and PDF, which is the January file. And then after that, if you notice, we do have like hello and a very good day. So over here, hello and a very good day is here. So this is what I want to send. Okay, and this is display. But what if just say you want to send immediately? So you can click here, send. So right now, when you open your Microsoft Outlook, so let me open this. So when I open my Microsoft Outlook, so let me just go to my send items. So now this is the report. So last email I sent is Wednesday. So now it's 9/05. So what I'll do is I'll just go to my case study, February report. I put it over here. I just go to my Excel file. I just press refresh. So now we have February. Then I press autofill. It has become autofill. Then when I press PDF, what happened is you will notice that eventually it will email. If you notice 905, it has email. 906, it has email to the sender and this thing. So just say, let me do one more time. So I'll put here March, and I select this folder, put inside the folder, and then I just press refresh, autofill, and then PDF. So right now it's 906. So when you go to the email, you'll see there's another email popping in up, March report. So meaning to say, we can use Power Query to do the data cleaning, data extraction, and we can use pivot table and conditional formatting to do the analysis, and we can use VBA to do the automation.